But one way to look at it is comparing the energy cost and the battery cost. Electricity is quite a bit cheaper on a per mile basis than gasoline. Right now it's running about 5 to 1, depending on your assumptions for efficiency. Battery cost is really a function of the cost of battery energy, dollars per kilowatt hour, and the efficiency of the car, kilowatt hours per mile. And you multiply these out for a car like the ebox with current battery costs, and you're paying something like $200 for each mile of range that you have. And this relationship will sustain even if battery costs come down. It'll still be proportional to range. So somebody who wants a 300-mile range car will have to pay 3 times as much for the battery as they would for a 100-mile range car. The range extender cost, I'm estimating, is $8,000. So you can either have $8,000 more worth of battery, or you can have a range extender. And if you don't have a range extender, then for a long trip, you have to look at something like borrowing or renting a car. Now V2G, I think we'll talk more about it, but all I want to say is that it earns money for the car owner by plugging in at all times when the car is not in use. It provides services for the grid that are worth money. This is covered in detail in a paper that's available on our website. It's quite a complex subject, but it's very interesting. And this study suggested that V2G could earn something in the range of $300 a month overall. So another way to look at plug-in costs is cost per mile. And you've got the energy cost, and you've got battery wear-out cost. Your battery has a fixed life, some number of miles at a fixed cost. So you rate that cost over the mileage and get a cost per mile. And something like today, we don't really know how long the batteries will last, but they are expensive. And just to choose some numbers, $24,000 and 60,000 miles comes out to 40 cents a mile. It's quite a bit of money, way outweighing the cost of the electricity. But looking into the future, electricity may go up somewhat. Gasoline's probably going to go up a lot. I'm estimating $8 a gallon. Battery life will probably increase and the cost will come down. And with these assumptions, you reach approximate parity between cost per mile of a gas car and cost per mile of an electric car. And if you add in V2G, let's say that $300 a month, the car owner gets $100 a month. He drives 1,000 miles a month, that's 10 cents a mile benefit. Subtract it from his other cost per mile. All of a sudden, an EV cost per mile is half that of a gasoline car. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's a scenario that could happen. Now, electric range is a topic of much discussion. The 120-mile range of the ebox will pretty much take you anywhere in the LA basin and back. It's adequate for most people. But a lot of people could get by with less if they have a one-way trip and they can charge at their destination. They only need 60 miles of range. And if they just drive back and forth to work and have another car for longer trips, maybe 40 miles is enough. And some people can even get by with less than that, especially with a plug-in hybrid that can take them on longer trips. So I think range is a subject that people don't understand very well yet. They don't really know how much mileage they drive per day or what it means to have only 100 miles of range in terms of how often they go much farther than that.